Hi guys, wanted to talk to you about my new book. It's called The Other. Just came out, and I thought it would be appropriate to tell you what this book is, of course, not about, and establish some facts, or maybe some unfacts. First of all, um, as we all know, this guy doesn't exist. There are no aliens. We are alone in the universe. There are 99 billion suns and quadrillions of planets out there, but he doesn't exist. So, first fact. Second fact, which of course some of our leaders and the national interests and some of the conglomerates would like us to believe, of course, and it probably is true, is that there is no global warming. None. None whatsoever. Polar bears are not dying. Species are not going extinct. And of course, none of this is happening, right? The conglomerates that have our best interests in mind, they're not trying to make money. They're not trying to, squeeze blood out of a planet that's dying. Not true. Okay. Now, the other thing that we should establish is that once we're dead, right? I mean, everybody knows that. There is no life after death. Once you're buried, once you've done your 70, 80-year turn, that's it for you and me, and it's all over. So, of course, there's no past lives. There's none of that kind of thing some people would call reincarnation, but okay, we just simplify, but there's no past lives. Okay, good. And, of course, characters like these guys are going to save us all from global warming and the problems not. Okay, so what is my book, The Other, about? Well, it is about a girl, a young woman, who has a nightmare. It's a recurring nightmare as she gets closer to her up into her teens, and she's 18 now. These nightmares coming to her repeatedly almost every night. So finally she goes to a psychologist. Psychologist helps her with a little regressive therapy and finds out that it's not a nightmare. It's actually her former life, kind of banging on her door, trying to remind her that she had a reason for coming to that particular place. And coincidentally, at the same time as she's having this revelation, the Irish military finds an object buried in the cliff on the southwest coast of Ireland. Turns out to be, yeah. Anyhow, as things go, Caitlin O'Sullivan, the main character in this whole story, is suddenly cast into sort of a pivotal role on an international scale because, of course, nobody can deny the existence, well, they do try to deny the existence of and this craft, but of course everybody wants it because, of course, what does that mean? It means, well, there's secrets in there, there's technology, but Caitlin, she has another purpose, and they call her in on this because they can't figure out how to get inside it, but because she's had this revelation about her past life and she knows who she was before she was Caitlin, she figures out, she knows how to get inside that thing. She knows how to tap into it, how to talk to the computer, how to access all the knowledge, and of course everybody wants her. So it becomes quite an international thriller. The whole scenario on this, which of course doesn't exist, there's no global warming, but of course we're just fictionalizing that whole process because we wouldn't want to upset people like this who claim that there is no global warming. But there is this fictionalized aspect where Caitlin has to basically make a decision to expose the technology and the knowledge on this craft as hopefully a means of stopping a global catastrophe, a meltdown, because global warming is hitting a threshold where, as the scientific community is saying, but not these guys, that if it reaches a certain point, a threshold, there's no turning back. If the planet heats up too much, it heats up too much. And guess who gets kicked out in that process? You got it. You and I. So, I invite you to read the book. It's available on my website, raylaplaine.com. It's also available on Amazon, and it'll show up in countless other places as the distribution channels pick it up. But enjoy the read, and remember, they exist, but of course, it doesn't exist. Don't worry about it. Thanks a lot.